Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
His horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Now, I'm sure you've heard that poem before, but do you know Humpty Dumpty? Or even heard Humpty's origin story? Probably not, unless you're part of our cult, the Interdimensional Clown Collective. Well, I'm Meezuz Shitminsin, and today I'm here to read to you the origins of Humpty Dumpty, as told to us by the great prophet Shitstain. So just sit back and relax, and listen to Chapter 2 of the Omelette Wars. The Haunt King was born today. He did not want to be born today. His womb was peaceful and pleasant, the familiarity comforting, the outside appealing, for he knew he would feel more worthy of his crown if he did something with it. He knew the fear in being seen by the other and not just his mother. His mother being Mother Goose, of course. Well, kind of. The small differences between mother and other are apparent in partner and parent. Both the Haunt King and Mother Goose do not care for the never-ending row of boxes this dimension's languages are, but prefer instead the guttural cries that link birth and death. Instead, we point, and the direction is the great honking, the birth of everything out of nothing, and the reason we all can see clearly now. Today, we saw the birth of the Haunt King, and he told me of the story of his child, Humpty Dumpty. When Mother Goose and the Haunt King first made love and lust and loathing, down fell an egg from the Haunt King's groin that fell upon Mother Goose's wall and shattered into many tiny pieces. Afraid and aroused by the mess they made, they gathered up the pieces of their gift from the geese mothers and tried to present it as an omelet to them in return. As their porcelain chips' toothy tongues tasted the morsels of Humpty's remains, they could clearly see the crimes committed and cried, "How dare these fools think they could fool the fools!" They spat out this undercooked omelet offering, and this splatter created a whole cluster of new galaxies, including the one you currently reside in, dear reader. Now, the next part of the story gets a little fuzzy in the retellings, but it is most commonly told that Mother Goose felt ashamed for the very first time, and out of that shame grew the desire to fix. Fixated on this new journey, Mother Goose reached up her Cluthy and into her stomach and grabbed a string. Out she pulled it and kept pulling and pulling, and she wrapped round the splatter of the goose's hiss, and with her tail she swept up the shell of her child, cracked before Humpty had truly been revealed to her. On top her wall she sat, as she crafted the most elegant collage anyone will ever behold, the ultimate and ascended form of Humpty Dumpty. And as she tied and clipped the string, Humpty burst into being with a mighty sob. As Humpty settled down from that sob, Humpty landed on top of this dimension. This new dimension is a new egg that Humpty must nestle and keep warm until it's time to feed it to the geese mothers as the ultimate sign of reverence for the actions of the Haunt King and Mother Goose's foolishness. Our egg is nearly ready to hatch, dear reader, and when it does, may she swallow us whole.